okay, I've been doing this long enough now where the business ideas of it and the practicalities of your business are pretty simple if you just do them. But there's a lot of and since we're here in this industry with what you guys do, there's a lot of mindfulness that goes along with all of it. Confidence issues. Just why am I doing this? Why am I putting myself out there? Why should I put myself out there? Do I have anything good to say? That's really the struggle. That's what I struggle with too. And the reason I'd be looking at my phone, by the way, is I have notes. So that's why I'm not being distracted. I just think that's really important for us to all to understand. First of all, and this is the motto of my business, and I've gotten away from this before. What is the point? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing your business? Number one, do you like it? Hopefully you like it. If you don't, it's okay. If you don't like your business, you don't like what you're doing, or if you choose something, you don't have to keep doing it. You can quit. It's okay to quit. You could stop. You can change your mind. It's a big lesson. This is everything I tell you too is the things that I have or am going through myself. I feel that I have a gift to communicate well. I like to communicate. It comes natural to me, so therefore I use it. It doesn't mean that I know anything. I think some of the people that speak the most are probably that they just have a communication, but they're all going through all this. They have the communications knack, but they're all still going through what we all go through, including me. Your business and the things that you're doing, a yoga studio, massage therapy, 100% is the vehicle to your fulfillment in life. That's what we all want. We want to lay our head down at night, get a good night's sleep, wake up, and do the things that we really want to do. Do I want to market everybody's business? Hell no. I do not. I do not want to, that's not why I'm doing it, because I like to market. I'm good at marketing. We can accomplish great goals for our clients. We care about our clients, but ultimately, I care about my fulfillment, my family's fulfillment, and my client's fulfillment. When I see a client, I see their families, I see them. Okay, if you sell widgets, who cares if you're selling a widget? In the end, you're trying to sell widgets so you can spend more time doing whatever it is that you love, because you're going to die and nobody's going to care how many you sold. That's what your business should be for. So I think anything that you do and you learn and you go forward, understand that your business is just a vehicle. It is not the thing. And I have had that motto for a very long time, and I've lost it a considerable amount of times. A lot. I've forgotten it. And I get so caught up in money and cash flow and the finances of the business. I have 9 employees I have to manage, and everybody has an attitude, a temper, ways they learn, ways they don't like to learn, what they're willing to do, what they're not willing to do, how much they want to make. Those are people involved, right? They're not my responsibility. You get to choose to work for my company, right? You get to choose to not work for my company. I'm not their babysitter. But those are things that I have gotten caught up in my business. Or why isn't the ad working? Why am I not getting more clients? Why is it slow? Why is it busy? Why is this client? I've had questions on both sides of why did this client leave our company, and then why did this client re-up their year contract? Same mystery. In the end, it doesn't matter. In the end, if I just keep doing and keep heading towards my goal of I want fulfillment in my life, Baller Media is just the vehicle to take me there. What do I really want? So what do we all want? If you could think to yourself, what is it that you want from this company, from what you're doing? What do you want? What is it? You don't want to just do yoga classes for the rest of your life. You can't want that, right? Unless you do, that's not my choice, right? You can't just want to massage people for the rest of your life. I mean, thank God you're doing something that you enjoy enough to come every day and do, right? That's actually, it kind of aligns with your values, but it can't be, it can be, but for me, this is just the vehicle. Right now, I'm a pretty vulnerable person. I'm pretty transparent. And I think we all say that about ourselves, so you don't really know if that's true or not. But the truth is, I don't really know what I want to do. I don't know where my goals are. I don't know where I want to end up. Really what I want now, but I can tell you what I want. I want more time to figure it out. That's all I want. I just want more time to figure it out. I want to be able to take more days off so I can figure out what the hell I want to spend my life doing. I'm not saying spend my life doing what job. I think bigger than that. I want to get up. Okay, maybe something I'd love to do is wake up, go to the airport, buy a ticket, and just go wherever I want. That's okay. You can have that goal. You can use your imagination, but sometimes we get so locked into society and culture that we forget that that's possible. We're kids. We imagine being astronauts and doing whatever we want, and have my daughter think she wants to have a horse farm and all that kind of stuff, and that's awesome. But somewhere along the lines we lose it and we stop using our imaginations. What I would like right now, for me personally, is I just want more time to figure out what the hell I want to do and where I want to be. That would make me pretty happy. Where I get up and nobody needs anything from me. You know what I mean? Where I choose to give. Where I'm not like burdened and pressured to be able to measure up to society or what people think I should be doing or what I shouldn't be doing. I deal with a lot of that. I know we all do. It's just someone needs to say it. We're all insecure in a way. We're all fighting. We're all putting on a brave face. I could say, hey, how you doing, Brandy? You're good, good. Well, no, really, how you doing? Oh, I'm stressed. I'm full of anxiety. It sucks. Not that you're negative, but if you have that trust and rapport built with a person, you can say whatever you want, and nobody's going to hurt you about it. Nobody's going to come at you. And you know what? You might be in a time of your life where everything is perfectly fine, but life isn't all about perfection. It's about perfection. It's about doing well. It's about being put together and being broken all at the same time. Right? So when you're broken, though, we feel we have to put on a mask that we aren't broken. I posted this on Facebook today and Twitter and all the social media stuff. I posted something that I was preparing for this talk. And I said, you can't fix what you believe isn't broken, even if it is. Your businesses are always going to be breaking. Your hearts are going to be breaking. Your life is going to be breaking. It's going to be repairing. We are not perfect people. Our bodies are, every day our bodies are getting older. We know this from, probably from massage therapy. You get it like, we're always fixing. That's all you're ever doing. We're just fixing. There's not, and hopefully we call it prevention. And there's some people like, okay, so I'm newly married, right? I'm already going to marriage counseling. I am. I go to marriage counseling, like just because I think that's a smart move. And then I go in, and you know what's disappointing? And I'm being open. I'm just like I don't like saying that. I don't like I'm being open. Like I'm just going to be open. The therapist says things like, "Oh, you guys, I don't need to see you for 2 weeks because you got it together." It pisses me off. I'm like, wait, you're the therapist. You shouldn't assume anything. You shouldn't assume just because it's a new marriage that everything is fine and dandy. You shouldn't assume. He says stuff like that, or won't take things like, he treats it like a lighter load. And the thing is, what I'm saying is you don't know, if you don't believe that things are broken, like I said, you can't fix what you believe isn't broken, even if it is. And that goes for yourself, your businesses. Admit that there are things in your life when you can be vulnerable and true to yourself, like Brene Brown says, like being vulnerable, just being open, then you can actually start doing the freaking work. You can start doing the work on yourself. Saying, okay, hell yeah, I'm broken. I'm sad, I'm lonely, but I'm happy sometimes too. And those are great times, but I'm kind of not interested in living a life of highs and lows. And then when I'm high, being all good and like awesome, and then when I'm low, what happened? Like I just want to be aware that what is happening. The problem is when you're high and doing well, you're aware that you're probably going to have to go down again at some point. You got to be ready for that and be honest with yourself. And the reason I'm talking like this about personal mindfulness and just vulnerability is just because it all plays into your business. So to come in and talk to people about what you should do on social media, which I talk a little bit about that. It's so easy. It takes me 5 freaking minutes to tell you what to do to be successful on Facebook and Instagram. I promise, you'll get it. If you just do it, you'll be successful. The problem is where everybody fails, and where I have failed multiple times, is being okay with who I am. Because everything about communication is about communicating yourself. And if you don't know yourself, or let me rephrase this, if you're not willing to admit that you don't know yourself, then what are you communicating? You're just faking it like everybody else. And at least you're real when you start doing it the right way. It's like sometimes, like I have this written down, it's like a cavity and a filling. I hate the dentist. I don't like going to the dentist. I don't hate the person, the dentist. I just don't like the occupation. I always say that to my dentist friends. Oh, you hate me? I'm like, no, I don't hate you. But it's like the dentist says, like, oh, they work on your teeth, right? And they're like, you have a bunch of cavities, or you have a cavity, and cavity is decay in your tooth, right? They're telling me it needs to be fixed, but yet I justify it, or I procrastinate it for so long, years. I don't fix the problem. That's our life. That's our businesses. That's my business. That's my life. I just refuse to acknowledge that there is a problem. I refuse to acknowledge that there's decay, and I will let it decay until it's almost falling out. And so most people, they let it fall out because they just didn't want to face the music and get it handled. Go into the dentist, get the shot, get the tooth taken care of when it was small, drill out the decay and fill it. You know what? That's hard. It's painful to fix yourself and your businesses and the things that you want to do in your relationships. It's hard. It's like going to the dentist and getting the decay drilled out. But you know that it has to be done, and the dentist is telling you. The dentist is not like your friend. They're just saying the facts. There's decay. You need to take care of it. And I have a coach, right? I have 2 business coaches because I know I can't do it by myself because I took 1 business class, Business 101 in college. That was all I took. Everything else has been trial and error, learning by trial and fire and all that kind of stuff. So my business coaches have taken considerable amount of business classes, and they know what they're doing. And they'll tell me when there's decay. And I have one coach that tells me there's decay a lot, because there always is. You need to drill it out. And then sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm like, I can't, it's too hard, it's too painful to let that person go. Maybe it's a person. Maybe I have to fire somebody. Maybe I have to fire a client. Maybe I don't like my vendor, but I'm best friends with my vendor. Maybe I have a business partner, and that's decaying my life, and it took the joy out of my life. It could be anything. Think about it. There are so many avenues to this. And then my business coach will say, this is not working. This is decaying, and it's not sustainable. And you know what I do? Nope, some of it's just too hard. I won't do it until it's almost falling out. So I'm going to talk about 3 things. It's not going to be very long. I have a few videos I want to show you. I really appreciate you listening to that first part of all of this because it's very important to whatever it is that you do. Be honest with your business and yourself, and quit if you need to. Keep going if you need to. Do what you need to do to serve the one purpose: fulfillment. Your business is not the goal. It is not the goal. And if you think it is, just pretend you die tomorrow and see how many people care about the business you started, or they care about how fulfilled you were in your life that infected their life. Tell me which one, right? You could just tell it in your head. If you think it's your business, then okay, keep doing it. But you're not around anymore to do your business. Hopefully there's more to it than that. Because I know the people that I affect in my life is not because of Baller Media. It's because I sit in front of them and I talk to them. I meet them and I hug them and I tell them. And when I'm not doing well, my cup is full and I'm pouring into them. When I'm not doing well, my cup is empty, but at least I'm saying, hey, my cup is empty, but I still love you. It's vulnerability. That's what vulnerability is. You just got to be honest with yourself. And even if you're empty, you can still help others by being honest that you are empty. Don't be like, good, I'm doing good. You're not doing good. It's okay to not do good. It's okay to be broke. If you aren't going to admit when you're broke, you will not be fixed. And your business, if that's what you're here for, will suffer. So number 1, be honest. Always. And remember, the key is that you take away from the transition from what I just said into the 3 keys of communication are your business in this society and culture that we have to freaking pay rent and pay our bills, unfortunately, should be a vehicle to your fulfillment. Everything you do in your business should point to Brandy's fulfillment. Everything. I'm doing X. I'm doing Y. I'm doing Z. Is it pointing towards that goal? If it's not, don't do it. Don't play the game. They don't want you to play the game. Don't play that game. So, the first thing about the 3 keys to communication our foundation. Do you have a foundation in your business? And I could be talking about logo, website, all that kind of stuff, which is essential to the way we communicate nowadays on digital. People are meeting you, or they hear about you, they aren't going to come to you. They're going to go online, because that's where people are. In the future, maybe in 15 years, they might go to put a headset on and go to check out your office VR. They might walk through your yoga studio. You know what I mean? When people meet you or they hear about you, they're going to go and check out your foundation. They're going to see, oh, is there a website? Is there something that I can learn about? That they're going to make silent decisions about your business without your permission. People are making silent decisions about freedom finders without even talking to you. Because they're going to go online, they're going to look at your stuff, they're going to feel something. So your aesthetics need to be well done. Is your logo inviting and friendly? Does the colors nice? Is everything working properly? Sorry guys, the truth is if they go to your website and it's a piece of shit, they're probably going to be like, next. But if it works well, and they look at it and they're like, oh, this is, the experience is nice, they're going to trust you more. You're building rapport. Is your business market friendly? The market wants what the market wants, always. Do people want to come do yoga classes? Do they want the classes that you offer? Are you honest with yourself to say that the market wants those things? Do they want to be, do they want to come to massage therapy? And if they do, if you answer the question, which I believe those industries are needed, how are you communicating it? How are you talking to those people in regards to their need? Does what you offer jive with the market? Nobody cares about what we like, what you like, and they care about what they like. If it's good, they'll respond. Speak to their need. The market wants what the market wants, always. Ask yourself, is what I'm doing valuable to my community and market? Because if it's not, if you're just spinning your wheels and you have something that's not very valuable and the market just doesn't seem to respond to it, you're either A, not valuable to the market, or you're not communicating it, or you're not communicating it properly in a way that's consistent, which we're going to talk about a little bit more. But I want you to watch a quick video that I shot. And it's a little bit more back on the mindfulness thing, but I want to make sure that you have a foundation in your business as well. Whatever your highest intention is for anything that you do, the strength of that tension will surface every shortcoming or obstacle to its fulfillment. When you're truly growing and you truly want peace, sometimes our definition of peace is a lot different than what peace really is. Peace isn't sitting in a quiet place and being completely content with everything. I imagine most of us find ourselves in a position of discontentment from time to time, or maybe you're a person that finds yourself in a place of discontentment a lot of times. Peace is knowing that you're moving forward and being okay with the tension and things that arise that you have to face to get to where you want to go. I want you to picture something. I want you to picture your highest intention. What is that? Is that loving your spouse, or loving your children, or being a great parent, or being great in business, or making a lot of money, or whatever it is? I want you to place your highest intention here. And then I want you to think about that. If you truly believe that, and you truly want that in your life, and you want to reach that ultimate goal, I'm going to guarantee you something. All of the obstacles and the tension and all of the things that you're going to have to do to get to that place are going to surface in your life. And most people, when things surface, when they're on their way to that high intention, quit. They stop. They do not progress forward because they feel that tension or that obstacle or that thing that got in their way as a sign that they shouldn't do it, or maybe it's just innately not worth it to them. You have to overcome that and understand that those obstacles and those things that are surfacing up are just meant to be burned off. It's like gold is never perfect. It's never pure coming right out of the earth. That's you. You're not pure. You're not perfect. There's inconsistencies and things in you that are just not perfect. And let me tell you something, that's okay. That's who we are, right? We are human beings full of impurities, inconsistencies, and faults.
So, but when you set an intention, when you say, I want to make that gold bar, that gold nugget, I want to make it pure, I want to make it better, I want to make it more valuable. You have to go through a process to make it more pure. You have to put it in the fire. And when you put that gold into the fire in the furnace, what ends up happening is all those impurities that are dug deep into that gold nugget or whatever is going to start rising to the top. If there are obstacles in that bar or something doesn't go absolutely right, it's going to take a little bit longer for those impurities to come to the surface for us to be able to reach the goal that we wanted to reach. And that is the same for your life. If you allow those impurities or those inconsistencies or those obstacles in your life that are aiming towards that high intention or that goal that you have, the quicker you're going to be able to reach that goal or that intention. But you are never exempt. You are never exempt from those inconsistencies and those tensions and those obstacles from actually coming in the first place. Allow those obstacles and those tensions to come to the surface to reach that goal and understand that they're there for a reason. True peace and true forward movement is just understanding that process. So what is it that you're dealing with? Are you dealing with something today? Are you dealing with an anxiety or a hardship or a tension or an obstacle? Odds are it's in perfect alignment with the thing that you set up to do that's good. So get through it. Let it go through you. Let it be. Don't fight it. Don't resist it. And keep moving forward.
So make sure that whatever you're doing, whatever your business is, wherever it's pointing towards, that it's worth it. That your message, that the thing you're trying to do, whether it be a yoga studio, whether it be massage therapy practice, whether it be a doctor's office, dentistry, baller media agency, whatever it is, make sure that it's worth it, because it's not going to be easy, and make sure that it's pointing towards the thing that we talked about, your fulfillment in life. If it's not, think about it more. If it is, keep going and let the things come up, because it's going to try you as a person. It's going to, if you're putting yourself into it, it's going to bring out things in you that are going to require you to grow. Or you can just go numb like everybody else in society and just go through it day to day and bury your pain and not sleep at night and try to make ends meet. Or you could make a lot of money, you could make $1 million, but let me tell you something, that's not going to solve your problems. I promise. I promise you can make as much money as you want. It will not solve your problems. So make sure that your foundation, when it's laid, that you have something to say, that it's valuable to you and your family, and it's valuable to the people you're trying to reach, and that you're ready to communicate it. And the only way it's going to be sustainable is if you know that what you're saying is going towards the goal that you're trying to get, which is your fulfillment. You're not just doing yoga classes. You're not just doing massages. I'm not just doing marketing. I'm trying to reach my ultimate fulfillment so that when I die, I can live a full life. That's what I want. So your foundation is very, very important. The next thing, communication. So once your foundation is set and you're confident and you're on the right track, we're going to hang out together. Awesome. This is the first speech I've had where I got a dog to hang out with. So how do we communicate? Oh, it's pretty freaking easy, you guys. It's right here. Okay, so you live in a time right now where I'm 38 years old. So I don't know how old you all are, but I did live where there was no phones, right? I lived in a time where there's no phones. And I bet you if my dad were to be alive today, and I said, Dad, you could run your business and I'll give you a device and you could record and communicate to anybody you want at any time, it'd be a lot easier with that perspective. Like, that's all I have to do, and they would do it. You just have to get your phone out and communicate on the various platforms that you have. It's really just that easy. Are you doing it? Or you don't need an agency like Baller Media to be successful in your business and market properly. You don't. I mean, what Baller Media does is we're not commodity driven. We don't sell videos. We do videos to serve a purpose, right? So what we do is we help our clients with brainstorming and strategy and the best way to get to their goals, right? And then we do it through the different avenues such as video websites, all that stuff, right? But you don't need any of that to actually be successful, especially small business, like startups and things like that. You don't need it. Just take your phone out. You do it. I see you do your little videos and you talk about things that you care about. You talk about your business. You talk about it. And that's good, and you need to keep doing that if the foundation is what you want it to be, if it's leading towards your fulfillment. But communicating, it's pretty easy, but it's easier said than done, right? If I told you right now, okay, why don't you go ahead and take your phone out right now, and I want you to do a selfie video. I want it to be a minute long talking about why you love what it is that you love to do in business, and then I want you to post it on your Facebook feed. How easy is that to do mechanically? Like without the emotion? Simple. How long would that take? 5 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, depending on if you're editing it, right? 1 to 5 minutes. Simple. We take that time going through the Starbucks drive-thru. But it's so valuable. But why is it so difficult? Because of you. Because of your insecurity, your fear. We won't do it because it's hard. It's really hard. You know why also? It's because you think you have to be perfect. You're looking at me right now, and you're not editing yourself, are you? When we talk one-to-one, are you editing yourself? Or you're like, hi, I'm Brandy, and hold on, let me redo that. Hi, no, hold on. Hello, how are you? No, wait, hold on. You don't get to freaking do that in life. But for some reason, we feel if we're going to talk online on a selfie video that we get to do that. And people know when you're too perfect, and they know when you've corrected yourself, and they know when you edited yourself, and it's rather uninteresting. It is not endearing. It doesn't apply to the human nature aspect of things. The ums and the ahs in your communication should be in there. Don't edit yourself because you don't get to do it in person, right? So be open, be okay with the mistakes. Your hair probably, you ever notice when you see someone do a selfie video, they're always messing with their hair? Happens all the time. You just look at it. They're always like, because they're looking at themselves and they're like, oh. But you don't really get to, because they get to see themselves. Like, I don't get to see me looking at you right now. I don't know what I look like right now. I could have some hair sticking out. I could use a word wrong. My fly could be undown, like whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm not looking at me. I'm looking at you. I don't get the opportunity to edit myself, so I just got to give it my all and hope that you like what you hear and hope that you like me and that you value what I'm saying. But on video, we get to see ourselves. So that's a whole distraction. And it's actually it's not serving us very well. So you just need to get that out and understand, hey, just talk as if this is a face. Talk to the face. It's not you. Like when I watch those videos of me, I don't actually see myself. It's weird. I can learn from those videos because when I'm doing it, I get to watch them over and I can actually place myself in a meta state where I'm like looking at it from a different place. And it's pretty interesting what you can learn from whatever it is inside of you. You know what I mean? And it's pretty cool. And so I think you should do that too. Let yourself talk, let yourself be, and let yourself who cares? Don't try so hard. Just get your camera in your face and talk about massaging people and why it's special. Could I ask you to do a video a day for a year about one aspect? If I said, hey, I want you to do a video a day for 1 full year, and I want you to say what it is you love about your job and the people that you work for. Okay, you think that sounds hard, but it's not. You do it every day in normal life. You think about it. What's the difference between thinking about it and saying it? Saying it is the difference. That's it. Well, I can't articulate very well. Yes, you can. People don't care how you articulate it. Just do it. Just try it. Because the next step is very, very important. But I think I have a video I want to show you. All right, let me level with you. You are trying to communicate your message. It's hard for you to get on camera and talk about what you love. You know you love it. You know you love running your business and doing what it is that you do. But communicating and marketing your company, your business, or your entrepreneurship is a whole other industry that you didn't sign up for. And I will let you know I empathize with you. I mean, look at this. You're seeing this video in the comfort of wherever you're seeing it, but I want you to know that I am shooting it on a cell phone amidst the public, and I'm mindful of what people think. It's hard to pull out your phone. It's hard to shoot content when you're uncomfortable. We're always thinking about what people think of us,
that they'll judge us silently. And we say that we don't care, but we really do. And you know you do, and I'll prove it to you by telling you to go out in a public place, even on a street, where people are driving by and walking by you, and tell me how easy it is to do, and tell me you don't think about the judgments that come into your head that probably don't even exist. Even if someone does drive by and they say, look at that millennial piece of garbage on his phone, not even paying attention to the real world, when in the end, I'm offering the world something. I'm offering the world a service and valuable advice to be able to grow their business and make more money.
I don't care about the call to action, so I'm cutting that video. What I wanted you to see is I want you to see that I'm not even asking you to go out and to the street corner and shoot a video on your phone, although that would be pretty cool. It would actually improve you as a person, get you stronger inside. But I'm asking you just to shoot, period, in the closet, in your bedroom, in the studio. The key, though, is this: consistency. It's the third key. So foundation, communication, consistency. This is the hardest. It's the most difficult. And it's the only key. It is the biggest key to your business success. It doesn't have to be business, your personal success. If you want to change the world, if you want to do something, you have to be consistent, because nobody cares if you do it once. One home run does not win the game. A baseball reference. If you go and play baseball, you go and swing for the fences every time you're up to bat, you're probably going to frickin' lose that baseball game. But if you just take what you get, do some bunts, do some singles, some doubles, some triples, there's a good chance you'll win the game if you're good and consistent. You have to be consistent at what you do. Every day, have a schedule. The reason why is because people are endeared to you, and you're building rapport with them. So when you sit with them, finally, after they schedule that meeting, or they come to that appointment, or they come to that class, thought, I've seen so many of your videos, it feels like I already know you. Yeah, that's the key. That's the idea. And that will happen if you do it. Like, you have this opportunity to communicate what you're doing in the love of your life, whatever it is, every day if you want, but we choose not to because of ourselves, because of our fear, because we don't want to. We don't want to be judged. Consistency is the absolute key. It creates trust, it creates loyalty and familiarity. So I just want you to watch this.
In his videos, he says something nice about someone he knows. As Taylor Vito explains, the man hasn't missed a day yet.
If you're on Facebook as much as I am, you'll see everything from news posts to cat pictures to selfie videos like this one.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? I hope you had a good day.
But don't scroll by that so fast. This selfie has a purpose.
But I just wanted to say something to my old buddy Steve Hunt. And Steve is just a super gentle, kind person.
That man is named Coeur Jepson. In these videos, he says something nice about someone he knows. A virtual shout-out, you could say.
And I just thought it would be good to highlight Heather today and say, Heather, you are very much appreciated.
But what really makes this different is the fact that since January 1st, he's uploaded 331 of these videos. That's one video shout-out every single day of the year. The hashtag, Corey's365.
Hey everyone, I'm here with the man who's in those videos, Coeur Jepson. We figured we're talking about selfies, so why not do this interview selfie style, so to speak. So, Coeur, I guess first question for you, where did you get the idea for these videos?
I just kind of came up with it on my own. I mean, I thought, how hard can it be to say one nice thing about a person every single day?
Jepson owns a web design company in the Coeur d'Alene area. He says his goal with the videos is to make people feel better about themselves. He wants to spread a positive mindset with hopes of the idea catching on.
Have you found it challenging at all, finding so many people to think of?
Truthfully, at the beginning, I heard that a lot. Then if you really think about it, finding 365 people to say something nice about every single day is not that hard.
And to Jepson's credit, he hasn't missed a single day since January 1st. Most of the time, he's giving a shout out to people he knows, but that doesn't mean he'll exclude folks he just met.
And here I am at Subway, and what was your name?
Adia.
Adia?
Yeah.
And this is Adia, and I just wanted to highlight her today.
Jepson says he's planning on doing a similar idea, but on a broader scale for the new year. In Coeur d'Alene, Taylor Vito, Crampton News.
So I did that in 2016, and I could tell you the reasons why I did it, right? All the good reasons to make people feel great. But the truth is, on the business side of things and the communication side of things, what it did was it did a lot for the rapport and the familiarity I had in my community. So anytime I met somebody, and they were even connected to me at all on Facebook, they knew who I was. They knew what I did. And they had this trust, this weird trust, or this rapport that was already built. And you can have that too. If you want, you're here, you came to this knowing, hey, this is the 3 keys to communication. This is for my business. Well, then do this once a day. If you got to get your phone out and talk about your practice, talk about what you're doing every single day, it can be a 30-second video. Do it once a week for 52 weeks. It could be a project, it could be anything. And don't have any expectations for a long time. And I didn't know the news was going to contact me. And they did. It was awesome. And I didn't miss a day. I did it every day when I was sick, when I was fighting, when I was not happy, when I was depressed. I did it anyway. One time I was so sick with the flu, I went into my closet and I had clothes in the back behind me, and I still did the video. And I just thought of somebody and I said, hey, I'm really sick today, but I was thinking about you and I just think you're awesome. That was it. And you know what? I promise you, if you do something like this, which I will invite you to do, like if you want to do something like this for yourself, it doesn't even have to be for your business. It could be for your personal life, and it will increase your business. It will, I promise. But it will also challenge you to no end. You're going to think your ego is too big. Because I was like, well, people are just thinking I'm doing this so they see me. No, I was doing it for so many reasons. I had so many things I was fighting that nobody cares. I went through weeks and weeks and nobody liked them. Some people didn't even respond to them. So don't do it for a response. Don't do it if you do it and some people don't care. Right? Do it for your growth inside of you. Do it to build that rapport and consistency. And the last thing I'll say about consistency, another sports reference, has anybody in this room not heard of Tom Brady? Everybody's heard of Tom Brady? Have you heard of Tom Brady? Everybody has?
I do.
Okay, have anybody heard of LeBron James?
Yes.
Okay, we've all heard of LeBron James or Tom Brady. Basically, for anybody watching or whatever, these are one of the greatest sports players of our time. They're consistently winning Super Bowls and NBA championships. They win all of it. They're the best. They are the absolute best. And they've been winning for so long that people hate them. They're annoyed by them. They're just annoying because they're always winning. But that's okay if you're a fan. You can be annoyed about teams you don't like or that you're sick of seeing. But the truth is, if you were the owner of an NFL football team or an NBA franchise and you had to pick one player to be on your team, you would pick them, Tom Brady or LeBron James. The reason why is because they are consistent. What I mean by this, or what I'm saying, is I know I did 365 videos on my Facebook feed in the year 2016. Guarantee many people probably got sick of seeing my stupid face, got sick of hearing my stupid voice, just didn't want to see me. But I'll tell you what, when they needed a consistent marketing guy, they saw what? They saw consistency. They saw something they could trust. They saw results. So whether or not they liked me or not, I was the go-to guy, and it grew my business. So remember that too when you're feeling a little insecure if you're doing something like this. When you have that phone in your face and you're talking about your product, you're talking about your business or your passions. Remember that it doesn't matter what they think. What you are is you're showing who you are. And if they don't like it, then fine. If they do, then great. And if they don't like it, at least they're going to see a trait that is an admirable, which is consistency. Number 1, foundation. Have a foundation. Make sure you love what you do. Make sure it's valuable to yourself, your community, in regards to your business. Make sure you love it. And then number 2, communication. Do you have a message? Do you know how to articulate it? Are you willing to talk about it? You live in a world where that you'll never get back. We live in a world of transition where we didn't have internet and now we do. That'll never come back. You're the generation that had it, didn't have it, and now they have it. That's it. My kids, they don't get that. Their kids don't get that. We are the only ones that had both, right? So take advantage. Communicate. You're on the front end of this. right? You're the ones that can take advantage of taking your phone out and communicating, if you want to. You don't have to. It's not a big deal. Like, I may not do it forever. It's just whatever makes you feel comfortable. I do what you want, but if this is what you want to grow your business and you want to do it, communicate. 3, consistent. Be consistent in doing it. It works. It works if you do it. But in the end, I don't really care much about that as much, because it's very, like I said in the beginning, I said those are easy. In the end, just communicate, do a video on your phone, and do it a lot. That's all really, and make it consistent. It's pretty easy. It takes 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes for me to take my phone out, do a video, put it on Facebook. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to communicate. But if that's not something you want to do, that's fine. In the end, just make sure that your business, like if I die tomorrow or today, the message that I would love to leave is just make sure you're on your way to fulfilled life. Make sure your business is not lording over you. Make sure that everything that you do is pointing in that direction, because a fulfilled you is the you that the world wants, not the you that's not fulfilled. And so as long as you're going towards that and you're vulnerable and open and transparent and allowing yourself to be broken and being open with it, you're going to be all right. At least you'll know you need to be fixed. I do. I'm broken. I know I need to be fixed. You think, like, I don't know what you think about me, but I know me, and I know that I'm pretty fucking broken. And I know that I always need to fix myself. And the only way to fix myself is to be completely open and honest and allow myself to be aware of what I'm going through in life. I know what I know, and this is what I know. And I'm very happy to be moving forward. And I'm happy to be going towards the fulfillment that I want. And I told you I didn't know what I wanted. I just know I want the time to know. I wanted time to figure it out. To get time, I communicate. I do what I'm doing right now. So I'll have that time, and then I could compound on what I'm already building and make the world a better place in my own way. So you can do the same thing. And if we have enough of us believing in that, our businesses can be those vehicles, and we could be better people for the people in our lives around us and our families and all that. So anyways, that's all I have to say. If you guys want to talk with me or whatever, we can have Q&A or whatever, or talk, whatever, I'm available.